fruta que no sabe a nada.
City,
So it's almost like exactly. So I don't feel like they're part of the society.
I see.
But you will find them somewhere.
The better when I go there, I have a privilege that maybe in Palenque you don't have. Because here the darker the better.
Yes.
So you can see how colorism really affects the Afro descendants, because when we go there we have an accent because we speak a Creole. Besides Spanish, we also speak a Creole, so we have an accent, and what it means being from here, it means being a descendant of those ladies that sell candies with the colorful dresses that you see them in all the murals.
Exactly.
They are from here.
Okay.
They are originally from this community. They are our aunties, our grandmas, our friends, our neighbors. And many times they use it just for the aesthetics. Look, I support the black people.
But they're not really part of the society.
Yes.
They're not.
Actually, I have a friend, 3 days ago, they made a video and it goes viral. From here, from Palenque, they went to a bar in the city center. They let them, they didn't allow them. They didn't allow them to go inside of the place. And because, it was, if they saw a tourist wearing exactly the same thing that they have, they would get it in. any color, but if it's a local from a place like Palenque, from a town, they'll be like, it doesn't matter. And all the murals are related to it. Guys,
luego te lo traigo verde.
people, maybe you are seeing a candle right there, right? You see the candle inside the house? Like a little candle.
Oh yeah, in the corner.
When for 9 nights we play instruments, we dance. In the day we will stay away together in the family because this is the house of somebody that is not away. Okay? So we stay like in a gathering for 9 days. The day already happened, but you cannot leave the house alone after 40 days. These continents, remember, places like Brazil, places like Colombia, Bahamas, Jamaica, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Belize, Veracruz, Mexico, places like Virginia in the United States. All of these places receive, our ancestors. Portuguese were the first ones that started with this activity. You already know that. Portuguese, Spanish, French, British, Dutch. They all play an important role in this that we call now Black history or transatlantic slavery in the Americas. Because Portuguese start to bring many Africans to the seaports here. The closest place in America to Africa is Brazil. So they send them, from Senegal, that is one of the most important seaports. Maybe you listen about this man before. Bencos is the official leader and the person who established this community that we call now Palenque. Okay? Bencos is a man that escaped from slavery on 1599 in Cartagena. He was a young man, he wasn't an old man because he was still a prince and a warrior from Guinea-Bissau. Okay? So this man wasn't a regular man. He was part of the royalty, he has already 3 daughters, but he was still a prince, not a king. So this man was between 40 to 50 years old. He was a very young man. This man escaped from slavery from Cartagena, because in Cartagena they were either building the city, working inside of the houses, working on the gold extraction, we have a lot of that here too, and working on the sugar cane fields. This man say, I will move, I will escape, even though he was a dark-skinned, tall, strong man. This man was inside and outside the house. Okay? Remember that, it depends on the skin too, but also it depends on this. According to where you are from, you can work either here or there. So this man was in both sides. That's why this man decided to move, decided to escape. Many people were following his legacy, obviously. So Bencos Pijo escaped with about 40 people, women and men. And these women and men came from Africa, of course. And also the music. We start to play special rhythms in the drums to say somebody's coming, somebody following us, we have to stay, we have to move. We were using in that case the drums. And there are meetings since not true by these 2 strategies. They call us here, guys, wild animals. This was offensive, now it's not offensive anymore, but they call us rabos. Wild animal, which it means cimarron. If you go to places like Jamaica, they say maroon. If you go to places like Haiti, they call us marron. It's the exact same thing. Wild animal, rebel animal. Why they call us like that? We were moving, attacking them, moving as guerrillas. In many places in the Caribbean, they also have this dance that is like a black oil on the skin, red lipstick, red tongue, all of that, This is a dance that we call here black dance. This is a dance that we do in the community to this day. In Cartagena, they also do it. And it's the one that we used to confuse the Spaniards. The one that we used to say to them, we are moving, we can escape, we can run away from you. 1603, 1608, 5 years later, okay, let's do an agreement with these Africans. They are too rebels for us. Change your African name, change your African last name, change your religion, change your identity, change everything on you. Don't do those hairstyles anymore. Put a turban, a hair wrap on your head, and don't come back to the city. If you want to come back to the city, you will be assassinated. This is what they did with Bencos. You know, Bencos Viejo came back to the city. He came back to the city, and of course, Bencos was assassinated. The body obviously chopped on multiple pieces, very close to the place where you were yesterday. The body was chopped on multiple pieces. The pieces of the body, they were paraded to say, hey, this is what happened once you make a revolution. He died, of course, Bencos died. The idea never died. We keep moving, keep fighting, keep attacking until we achieve the freedom legally, but that was in 1713. 1713, which is 110 years later, after this Palenque was found or established by Bencos Viejo, guys. So this is more or less what we are going to see in Palenque. That's what I told you. You have to see the dances. You have to, guys. Let me bring you some umbrellas. Guys, water. They take all the umbrellas. Okay. Do you think that it's okay to go to the places inside of the garden? You know.
All right.
1621, 440 years ago. Created Colombia for the first time in the Americas. And the second one, the raised hand that it means freedom. And slavery in Colombia was abolished in 1852, May 21st. So it was way later than when Palenque was free.
Okay.
They tried to delete Palenque because if the rest of the for example, I am here and you are there in Cartagena, of course you want to come with me. You want to go to the place where I'm free. Maybe I'm not even in the best conditions, but better than you, I will be. So this is why they try to hide Palenque from the rest of the Africans. And that is why we have here a big monument in the main square pointing to Africa. But in Cartagena, you don't see a monument of Bencos Viejo. There is one specific place in the city center where you can see like the head of Bencos. In a bunch of heads of Africans they show, but they don't explain, and they don't have really big monuments like the ones of the Spaniards. Those are really big monuments of Spaniards that they didn't discover, didn't colonize anything. What they were doing was taking the land, the people, and they bring people from their land to work here. This is why you can see nowadays, for example, in places like Colombia, stands a lot of the Afro heritage, indigenous heritage, but those are always the poorest places in Colombia. If you go to Choco, Choco is the poorest state in Colombia and the blackest too. For one reason, than 5 generations. A person from Colombia, a black person needs 10. That's why also you don't see black people in outside of the world, because you don't have the money to go out. In the past, also the visas, black people didn't have the money or the opportunity to even think on, I'm gonna get a visa to travel outside. No. Anyway, guys, we have to come back, yes or yes, because ¿qué tienen café? Porque aquí son las que van a explicar lo que piensan. We also can come back. Okay? Hello, Romeo.
And Bob. Romeo and Bob.
Romeo and Bob.
And Bob. Romeo and Bob. 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 And
Palenque Bob. Looks like a party Bob. It does look like a party. The priest must be an Afro-descendant in that village. He lives there. And then he comes back here just on Sundays. He cannot stay here. He's not black. He's a black man, but even though your last name, you remember that part that we have to do an agreement, sell part of our soul if we wanted to be free, and another part of the agreement was don't come back to the city, and then came back, and this is why they told him on business. Another part of the agreement was having a Catholic priest living with you, okay? And this priest, he will evangelize you. He will save you. Such a poor thing. This is a history that happened more than 400 years ago. So many people grow up into Catholic religion. You cannot deny what they believe. Now, we don't allow him to stay here because it will be like back in the days when they ruled our daily life. So we have to also respect what our... No pueden hasta justo llegar. Right, I'm telling you. So you good? You got some?
Oh, I don't want to break it. It's not mine.
Tierra de Sofía. Maito, malante.
I got it, yeah.
He said that's correct, my siblings. Everything is okay.
Okay.
Aló,
Sí.
mira, ve, suban para Pambelé porque aquí está Víctor con Sofía y tienen bastante. Bueno, dale. Si la persona no es diabético,
If the person don't have diabetes,
si es diabético le echo un tantico de
if
sal.
the person who going to receive this treatment has diabetes, we don't use anything sweet, we use salt.
Y se toma por 15
And we
días,
drink this for 15 days, ¿cuántas veces al día?
3 veces al día.
3 times daily.
Numano, numana.
My sibling.
Este es el orégano,
Here we have oregano, one more time.
coquito morado,
Purple coconut,
hoja de guanábana.
sour sap.
Esto lo utilizamos para regular el colesterol
Palenque we use to regulate cholesterol.
y también sirve para la mala
It's good
circulación.
also for bad blood circulation.
Con esto hago un té
Prepare as tea.
y lo tomo por 8
And we
días.
drink this for 8 days.
Humano, ¿en tu país cómo se llama?
Guys, you know this one? Eche para acá, eche para acá.
Para acá,
Let me see. Cervantes.
Ceresi, en Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yes. United States, Beizu. O Beizu. Beizu. Esto lo utilizamos para expulsar
Here
parásitos.
we use this to remove and eject intestine parasites.
También sirve para infecciones de la
Good for
piel.
skin infections like a rash.
Cuando es para infecciones, esto se
For
machuca con
infection,
sal.
we match with salt and we put on the skin areas affected.
Y cuando es para parásitos,
And for parasite, it is prepared as tea.
este es el ron compuesto.
Here we have a bottle where we have bitter plants we call compost rum.
Esto lo utilizamos como antídoto.
We use this as antidote
Sirve para mordeduras de
for the
serpiente,
snake venom.
escorpio,
Yes.
asco.
He said we are happy in Palenque today. And ¿qué más dijo? ¿Qué más dijo?
The strong people.
Strong black people for our ancestors.
Wow.
Our ancestors.
No, man. This strong.
It is.
Yeah, man. It's strong.
Maybe it's because it's the second one, but at the
I
third
didn't
one
even really
it
do
will
the
feel
first
better.
one. The third one will feel better.
You have a price which is 20,000 Colombian pesos each one. And I get
Five euros. Si desean otro tipo de color, pueden mirar lo que les busquen de la protección. My lady, my bro. Nombre personal.
Guys, while he wrote the oil on the bracelet, he's gonna ask you your name,
Fecha de nacimiento.
date of birth.
Lugar donde vive.
They have to wait for us.
So we wait for space. You good? Go ahead.
Go ahead, cause
Ah.
we don't have an insurance in it.
Marie is fighting the fist. No. Now we're going to the music performance. There we're going to talk about music. Okay? We are back in the main square. And after music, my group, we're going to have lunch. right? I don't know, Sophia's group.
No, no. Okay.
Right.
Viene con un bolsito. No voy en el caso. Vamos con el chanda.
Espere, espere, espere. Ya me di cuenta de eso también. Mañana, por ahí no vayas, hombre. No puedo ir.
Vaya cosa bonita.
Nene, esa no le sirve a mi nieta. Esa ya no le sirve.
No, al momento.
Yo le compré por 12 días. Lo compro todo.
A 2 euros, va para la frente, vaya frente ahí abajo.
Todo barato, todo barato. Tengo unas faltas de
Surtido de pañuelos, de collares, de pampinas, todo baratito, chicas.
Seis pegamentos y
Tenemos la pilar Karina, llévate 8 pilas por euro.
Lo de 3 euros, favor. A 2 en comisión, a 2 euros. Y 5 euros vale.
Good, I got this stuff. Say Bill already, so switch. Try to switch to play. I got this at the Mauer, Woodstock, you know, behind right along. Check her out. Go in and she's on the got 4 shirts for $20. So nice.
Kate, you're going on a big diet when you get a girlfriend. You gotta go on a healthy diet. He's embarrassing with that thing.
I'll do it with my hand and you
What'd you dig? Is it your friend? You want to dig? Alright, we gotta wait for the time.
They said here already, so I'm going to switch. Try to switch to play. I got this at the Mauer, New York. Woodstock, you know, behind Red Alone. It's crazy. I don't even say now. Who's the point? Check her out. We go in and she's on the left. We got 4 shirts for $20. Really nice.